I knew my grandfather, and we would visit at least once a year to Montreal, and my grandparents would come and stay with my mother in Toronto. And my grandfather, he was wonderful. They were wonderful grandparents. My grandfather, what really sticks out in my mind was he was interested in everything I was learning in school. When I was in high school and I was studying German, he loved to read German poetry with me. He was interested in the French books that I was reading. He was, and he was wonderful to talk to and take walks with, and yeah, and I remember as a little girl going with him to the newspaper, to the Kennedy Adler building, and where the linotype machines were, and he would take the letters and put my name together, and make little stamps for me, and he was always sitting at his desk and writing in the house. His desk was in a corner of their living room, and he had these pads of different colors, yellow and green and pink and blue, and that he used to write on, I guess, to keep things organized, because he was at one time the labor editor, he was the news editor, he was the court reporter, he did humorous pieces under a pseudonym of that Felatonen, which meant they were actually pieces of public interest, but written in a humorous way. And so, and those, I think, they're the only thing that have remained in the family, and I have them. They're scrapbooks where he kept every single one of his feuilletons. So I still have those. But yeah, he was a wonderful grandfather, and we used to correspond in Yiddish. My mother had taught me Yiddish when I was very young, and so I could write to my grandparents. And even though he knew how to write in English too, and I had a whole collection of his letters up until the time he died, and he died quite suddenly at the age of 70. And when my mother was ill, she asked me for those letters, and I gave them to her, and I don't know what happened to them after that. They disappeared. So I don't have them. I have some of the early letters when I was really little. I still have those.